Yeah, they're just going to be deciding who's going to be starting. And we're going to good to go stand out the Vanguard. We're going to be seeing Fori on Dimension Police, his all reliable, versus Unner's well-known Granblue. Of course, we're going to be seeing Unner going first here. Yeah, nearly drawing what's looking like a... Is that looking like a Necrobone to us? Maybe. Yeah, there you go, immediately calling the Tommy. Top 5. We're going to be able to see if he's actually able to see anything out of that. But, you know, with any luck, yep, there we go. We're seeing the G Nightrose, of course, ideal right target if you're Unner in this position. You just want to be able to farm those protect markers before he's ever able to start pressuring you with crits. Of course, let's not stop to mention the absolutely broken sleeves that we're seeing out of Fori's side right now. Perhaps the single greatest handshake in card game history. And moving on a past turn, Fori's going to be sitting there thinking, maybe? Does he use the Strike Fodder? Does he not? Who knows? But in the meantime, we're going to be able to get a little glimpse of his hand here. Yeah, we're going to see that to end as tradition continues. We're immediately going to be running that turn to Chaser. I do like how we basically set a trend at this point that every time we switch to hand cam, the person puts their hand down. So I mean, at this point, you know, why break tradition, right? Just kind of stick with it, see what happens, and keep it rolling. We go, ooh, is that a Cannonier coming in? That's an unfortunate right from Unner, but I'm sure he's happy. I'm potentially he's looking to discard to ride his Beatrice on turn 4, so we'll see what's going to happen. Or potentially just discard it on turn 3 and revive it to revive something else. Who knows? We're going to get to see a lot of pressure being applied here from Unner. Yeah, Unner just swings. Alex is going to think if he wants to give it to him. Maybe? Benefit is the Gel Sludge is going to be live a lot more often now, which is probably a pretty happy position for Alex to be in. Yeah, I think he's thinking of just giving him the OT to pass. Yeah, goes OT to pass, and Unner says nope. Unner says not a problem, not happening. Yeah, gonna see if Alex is gonna be looking at that ride or discard effect. Oh, he's gonna be discarding it. We're gonna get to see some more options. 4 or 5. One goes back, and do we hit a target? Yep, there we are. We're going to be hitting that linker again. Wanting to be making sure that you're going to be breaking those sentinels that Unner is going to be putting down in front of you. Because the thing with Alex is like, Unner not only has sentinels, but he has PGs that can not technically remove crit. Or reduce crit, rather, I should say. So, again, this can be a really tough matchup for Fori. Yeah, going to be showing the Dailiner, going to be searching something else. What are we going to find here? Alex, yeah, he's going for that Taser Age, of course. Very, very powerful in the Granblue matchup. Taser Age, of course, a standard card from, God, I believe it might have been set 3 or 4. So we are looking a little while back. Couple of years, guys. Couple of years. The card we're looking at is Taser Age, which is in the front of a rear guard. Says once per turn, when your opponent unit is placed, or rear guard is placed by an ability, or from hand, other than from hand, you may just rest it. And of course, Granblue, a deck that searches from the graveyard, is suddenly calling rear guards not from hand. Yeah, and Alex just goes, no. Thinking of if he wants to push further. And goes, no, I'm not going to give it to you. And Alex just goes, you know what, alright, you don't want to give it to me, you won't, you don't have to. He doesn't want to see that revive, he doesn't want to see that ghost ship revived, because if you give him CB and he has the column bard, that's 2 ghost ships he's going to be staring down, and he just doesn't want to deal with it. So yeah, he's thinking if he can find some grade 3s maybe? Maybe he sees if there's something else he can destroy for Stride Fodder. Because of course, even if he does have cards like the Unner Gold, those don't activate if you discard them for History Stride. Because while you are paying a cost and then striding, it is not a cost to stride. Ooh, yeah, finding that grade 3, heck yeah. Finding that grade 3 heal, knowing full well he's going to have to start using those G-Guards in the near future. He can't leave it up to chance. There we go, yeah, we get to see that banter run coming out. going to be some. We're going to start seeing more and more pressure coming out of Unner here. Yeah, we're going to see the heal coming out. Certainly a choice there. Yeah, and there we go. That's the Columbine coming out. Yeah, the heal coming out to give us the CV. So, you know, again, you're looking for all those lines. Yeah, and there we go. Again, you can see all these seasoned players, these really not complicated, but not intuitive lines. You don't necessarily think of searching a heal guard so that you can call it, right? So, of course, you get to see the Columbine coming out. Yeah, unfortunately with the it's a bit difficult to tell. I would have to assume it would be Ghost Ship, but it is a little difficult to tell, I must say. Yeah, unfortunately, the drop zone there isn't super healthy. Yeah, you overcall the heal. You want to make sure that's accessible in future, in case you have to greed shade it later on. And yeah, you're just going to start going for those card draws. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that looks like the Ghost Ship. Oh, nah, he's correcting his mistake there. There we go. Yeah, so we're just looking at a measly 17k swing. Which, again, isn't an issue out of Alex's hand. That's nothing to scoff at. Especially because, you know, at this stage in the game, we don't have 10k shields on the grade 3s yet. So that hand is probably a whole lot of nothing a lot of the time. Definitely not very much to work with. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. Alex has to take that damage, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. We got the raid guard effect. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, there we go. That Ghost Ship coming out. So yeah, he had that Columbine and Alex doing the correct thing, forcing a heal out here. Which is really cool, actually. Yeah, swinging, getting that draw. Yeah, I just want to say no god, and he goes Beatrice. Critical trigger, which is very nice. Unfortunately, power is going to be a little bit wasted, and the Forbidal coming out. Alex is going to go immediately to 2, and then 3. And, oh, that's a trigger, but too little too late, maybe. There we go, he's going for the 36. Alex currently on what? 19? Another 10k shield. Yep, there we go. That's coming out. Because, yeah, the important thing we're seeing out of Alex right now is the use of a card that's recently been making its way to Dimension Police, but it's not a long-term addition. We're looking at Gingard here, which is saying which your opponent's Vanguard is when your grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard, it gains plus 15k shield, so it's a 20k shield all on its own. So again, it doesn't feel fantastic to have to ride it, but you know, sometimes it is what it is, and you've got to do what you've got to do. Yeah, and he's immediately going for that Geoma Glass. Again, like we said earlier, this one's a little shinier, I must say, but this is the Geoma Glass Stride. Again, Alex is trying to tank up more and more, because he knows that Unner is going to be pulling out those Cold Dragons later, and that you just can't keep dealing with those. At some point in the game, you have to put your foot down and say, no, I'm done, this is it. We are stabilizing, and Alex is saying that's going to have to be now. Yeah, seeing the Tazel Age. Yeah, we got that Forbidal coming out. Let's just pray we don't get a rerun of last time. There we go, the Diam coming out. Yep, there we are. Unner's hand not looking quite as healthy as 10, but again, Diam is better than nothing. Yeah, nonetheless, strong cards. And yeah, that's the thing, like, at this point you're just trying to force all the PGs out of Unner's hand. You're trying to get that Elementary out of there if it is. Because that's probably your hardest card to deal with in this game. Like, as a Dimension Police player, it's really rough for you. Really tricky. Eternity Chaser coming out, because you know there's going to be a couple pokes next turn, and the ability to not have to discard hand for them is pretty valuable, in fairness. Like, especially when, you know, things like your Nightstorm start coming out. It's moments like that where it becomes really, really valuable. Yeah, just going for that Vanguard Swing top 7. You're trying to see what you can call. Ooh, and we're getting one of the spicy new cards, especially recently taking effect in games like these, really. It is the Glory Maker, which recently got its own rendition in Standard. Oh, is about to get one in English, has just got one in Japan about 2 days ago, or yesterday actually, which says that when it boosts, if the unit checks a power threshold, it gets counterblast 1, and the opponent can only call grade 0 cards from their hand to the Guardian cycle, which again, very, very meaningful in formats where people are running sometimes entirely grade 1 perfect guards. So you're basically asking them, do you have Elementaria? And if they say no, no protects either, I believe. I can check the phrasing on that. My brain says maybe, we'll find out. But if you're telling your opponent that if they don't have Elementaria, they're not guarding if they're not a protect plan. I should check. I actually don't know how that works with protect models. I should check that. But yeah, Alex is swinging for what, 4 damage? 4 damage again. Unner knows nothing to scoff at. 4 damage is a lot in this situation. Heck, in a game with 6 damage, it's a lot in every situation. Yeah, Unner shows us the water strategy and immediately, not a second thought. PG on first check, second check, third check. Ooh, 3 normal units is rough. No triggers being seen here at all. That's a rough one. Yeah, 1 damage, his opponent says, yep. And yeah, ooh, that's the illogical coming out. That's a rough one if you're Granblue. But in fairness, that does cut off a couple lines, but it's not a massive hit. It's just a little rough. Is Unner going to take the 3rd damage? He absolutely is going to take it. And yeah, it's a draw trigger as well. Well, critical trigger that draws him out. It's a Rampage Chain, which of course got its errata in History Collection last year. Although I would say it is interesting seeing as this is the second format with History Collection, or second BCS season. I'm kind of getting to see which decks have evolved and kind of made their way out of that scrap. Kind of getting to see which decks stabilized and kind of made something of themselves, and then which clans maybe just don't even lean into it at all. You know, being Dimensional Police, you don't really lean into History Collection. But in a deck like Granblue, it's kind of your core game plan. So it has been really interesting, at least from my perspective, kind of getting to see which decks make it, I guess, or have made it out of History Collection format. Yeah, there we go, going for that pop. There we are, yeah, he's going for that draw. You gotta get rid of that Tazel Age. So much of your attack potential relies on it. It's a lot. It's certainly a lot. Going for that bad bounty immediately. You just know you're gonna go for that pressure. You gotta keep swinging and swinging. There we go, we got a full board there. Bad bounty immediately probably going to go in. Yeah, Beatrice reviving there. Trying to see if we're going to try and overcall and make a column. Probably going to try and make another Skull Dragon, potentially. Yeah, there we go. Skull Dragon going to overcall you. Again, you're just trying to go for maximum pressure here. As your drop zone begins to grow, you're going to start demanding those cards out of Alex's hand. Again, it's really interesting seeing Granblue make these like massive columns, but then there's like a voice nagging in the back of your head going, DP can block this with like 2 cards, or like 1 card sometimes, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, you put a heal guard in their hand and that stuff's like what, basically like an OT's worth of shield? That's insane. And then they just have like 4 of them, you know? Like, other decks see a handful of 4 PGs and an OT, and they're like, "Oh, I'm dead," or I'm not doing much this game, I'm not recovering. And then like Dimension Police just looks at you and goes, "I have 4 PGs and I have 5 PGs in my hand. Like, I will not be stopped." Oh, and actually, interesting enough, we get to see a God of the actually brand new Grade 1 promo, which allows us to, when it's put on Guardian Cycle, you remove a heal from your drop zone. Of course, it can also be discarded as a heal from G-Guard. That's a different situation. And you choose this unit gains 10k shield for every 2 of your units, and if there are 2 or less units, you counter +1 and give you a Vanguard plus 5k until the end of turn. So again, really cool card that really helps reward Dimension Police for having kind of that big board. Or if they don't, say they suck Soul into Soul, they're still able to make themselves quite a little bit bigger, but again, with how big their shields get, those 5ks really do start going a long way. Yeah, gonna go for that intercept, which again was granted to us by Geoma Glass. And such big shields we're looking at here. We have Vanguard going on boosted. First check, Grenache. Second check, critical trigger. Of course, that's going to be super impactful, especially looking at the Skull Dragons going around here. And third check, oh, we got a heal! And the heal does resolve, and that's, again, huge by having DP pull out of its lethal range. You know, if DP can't put you on 3 or 4, it's going to become really tricky to get that kill. Now you have to start seeing 2 triggers, you have to let rear guards connect. And again, in DP, rear guards are a lot easier to guard than your Vanguard, especially as Diom starts slowly disappearing. Yeah, Unner's actually thinking about his discards. 3 of them, yeah, 3 normal units, there we are. We got the Grenache, would look like a Skull Dragon, and was it a Columbard or a Grisha? It looks some other grade 2 that we're potentially missing there. And yeah, he's going to be going for that, what looks like a Rosary Ride? I would assume so. Yeah, I would assume what we're looking at here is the V Nightrose V-Ride. Of course, letting us on attack, counterblast 1, call 2 cards to the same column, traditionally being a Skull Dragon plus a Beatrice, with the Beatrice facilitating a second Skull Dragon, looking to pile on that pressure and get to Alex before he can stabilize fully. Yeah, and of course this also gives every single one of our rear guards plus 5k when it attacks or boosts, and then at the end of that battle it will just retire itself, setting itself up for Nightrose to call them out. So it's almost like forcing a holo at the end of the battle phase to allow for some battle phase extension. Because 6 attacks are no laughing matter, especially when quite a lot of them are looking to be Skull Dragons with multiple criticals. Although the thing here is, even if they don't have the criticals, like, that's still a surprising amount of pressure. Like, that sort of stuff really begins piling on. Yeah, there we go. He's taking the down. Yeah, he's got to eat that critical. Unfortunately, you can't God forever. Which again is exactly why Granblue thrives. Dimension Police can't keep doing this forever. They just don't have it in them. Yeah, you go for the Skull Dragon. You're trying to keep. Now you're gonna just keep trying to finish the game. Because Alex has a few cards in hand, but might not be enough. Because again, Skull Dragons, especially at this stage, are getting really beefy. You can see that drop zone in his hand. I can see it from here. It's arguably bigger than his deck at this stage in the game. It's really, really difficult. There you are.
The brand new commentary.
See if they can hear you.
Oh, the brand new commentary duo.
Oh.
What's up?
Now, the interesting is we're getting Alex going to 5. Meanwhile, Unner's swinging Nightrose. Unfortunately, we got kind of bad glare. But swinging Nightrose and making 2 more Skull Dragons, and it's kind of just seeing if Alex can stabilize past that.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Alex.
No, they were both on 3. Unner heals last turn. This turn decides to go, yep, crit Skull Dragon, yep. Went for the bad bounty.
Yeah, my deep analysis here feels bad.
Strongest analysis in Vanguard.
What can I say? I know nothing about DP, and I don't know much about Glare either.
What do you mean? It's Glare Nightrose. You don't have that, really.
Oh yeah, Glare Nightrose. Yeah, I don't own that one actually.
Yes, get on that. 50 cards?
50 cards all shop though.
50 cards all shop / salt.
Oh, you've got the life counters now.
Somewhat. Well, we'll see if they bug out or not. If they bug out, they're gone, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, the tricky part is literally just seeing if Alex just has it in his hand. Because, like, Unner's hand is pretty big, but his drop zone is also, like, massive.
Yeah, but the thing is that, like, once you start sacking with Linka, the hand size isn't that important anymore.
Linka and Glory Maker only came out last turn, though. They came off the Geoma Glass. Yeah, so it's kind of rough.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Like, yeah, like, obviously, if we're able to, like, look at Alex's hand, if he doesn't do the classic and, like, put it down, like, we can see a couple of interesting pieces in them. Like, we can see the Diam, that's probably going to help him gain a lot of power. He's going to have 2 Linkers on the board.
But he still needs to survive, or is this the start of his turn?
No, this is the last... Well, this is the Vanguard swing, and then he's got 2 Skull Dragons, so he's to stare down, which is the difficult part.
Yeah, that's not looking too easy right there.
Yeah, Linka plus was... Yeah, Linka plus intercept. But he's also got 1 on the board, so it's like, we'll see what that does. But he's also got the G-God, so... And that's end picks and a heal. Thankfully the heal doesn't go off, but again, Skull Dragon's still plenty scary.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, you would think that like DP has a small hand, but a lot of that hand is like...
It's like 30k shield,
yeah,
so it's
like
what are you going to do to it?
Shields.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, like, there you
right.
go, yeah, Alex unfortunately has to take that to 6 damage and cannot quite heal, which is unfortunate, admittedly, but also, look, there's 2 of us. Oh, there's you and me, we're the same person.
Yes.
Oh, I actually do need to change the name at some point, holy shit. Oh my god, are you
why don't you complete the heart, bro? What is this?
Oh my god, wait, I'm
No.
It's us, bestie.
Great. Oh, it didn't work!
They visual effects, dude, visual effects!
It's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, I mean, I can't stay too long because I'm still in, of course, with my super strong deck.
What's the score?
2-1, it's not looking too great.
What's the score?
3-0.
Fucking cringe ass.
See, that's a world champ diff. I don't have that.
You could have been there.
I could have been there, yeah. I've got the 3rd place diff. It's not quite as prestigious.
Have you tried opening double pulses twice in the same game?
I mean...
Just run 4 of them, fuck them. Who's going to stop you?
Double Pearl Sisters is not as good as Double Enterana. You've heard it here first. Which kind of tells you which deck you should have been playing.
Yeah, I agree. Neonecta Pricatrina. Busted. Broken ass.
Honestly, though, Highlander gets a style points. That's what I'm trying to
almost
do.
Everything that's currently out for Freezer control was out back then. Could have played it.
Yeah, but it would have been... I also don't think it's as good without the promo grid.
Yeah, it's not. No,
that
it's
is
not.
a pretty big deal.
No, that thing lets you bounce Cosmic Domes like all of that shit's insane. That stuff's like nuts.
Was that not out either?
Nope, you just got it like half a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Cosmic... sorry, not Cosmic Dome, Cosmic Eagle. Cosmic Ray, the grade 1 promo.
Okay.
Because Cosmic Dome lets you bounce shit, but you had to go like G-God to then bounce it. So you had to like have more heals to like...
See, the thing is, like, people say, like, oh, premium, it's just Granblue Neo, but, like, there's so many decks that people just haven't even tried
like
to break. No, like that people haven't tried to break like this stupid Link Joker deck, and there's so many more. I've been cooking. I don't know why I brought this, but I've been cooking. There's so many options. Like it's great.
No, another thing is like even looking around the room, there's like Shadow Paladin players here that are on like some standard code.
I saw someone on table 2 with Claret Sword
Yep.
G on their Vanguard. I'm like,
You wait to see what they write after that.
cooking. Rizal, right? Yeah. They told me.
No, the funny thing is that there's one player here who's on a there's one Nova Grappler player in the room, and they were in the upper half of the room last round.
I wasn't, so I can't say anything. I mean, like round 1, I G-assist, I find an Onge. I'm like, yeah,
Very
this
nice.
is over. This is round 2, I G-assist, I find a reindeer and win. That's how the deck works.
First funny thing is game 1, I have Dylan. Dylan G-assist for grade 1 as deleter L, loses that game. Then next round, I actually have to call a judge on a friend of mine and get him game lost because my homeboy searched 2 die arms off Orbital. My face went different names. Which, in first name, he got Orbital yesterday, so he's like, I haven't read the card yet.
My wins have been so scuffed though. Round 2, I win with 0 damage in my damage zone.
My go.
Round 3, I win on a heal trigger on my Vanguard. Like, Highlander is not a deck.
Wants to buy 4th Feltruda.
Do not believe the propaganda. Highlander is not a deck.
I am the propaganda Highlander Bedif.
Yeah, it's best deck, it's true.
It can beat Link Joker Control sometimes.
I'll see you every time, bro. Beyond you sacking like crazy and me misplaying that first game, like, nah, the deck destroys.
Didn't you get decked out by Avery?
Sacking like crazy.
Oh, I didn't watch that game, in fairness.
But I won all the others though.
Fair.
Like, and you just have to play it correctly, first of all.
We had a good matchup up.
I
Did you-
lost.
Yeah, I
I lost
saw.
to the Nubatama grade 4 that I had 12 cards in hand. It was
What,
like
the strike?
choose 4, and I'm like,
Oh, it's cool. Okay.
damn.
Shit was fucking Jamie Congo at home.
I have a special offer for you.
Aldi.
Just a moment, guys. We're gonna just go on mute. Just a moment. We'll see you guys in just a second.